Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hyde from BeHealing.com. Welcome to Psychic Cafe. How is everyone today? You all good? I'm good. I'm good. I decided not to take my medication this morning. I'm going to take it tonight instead because I need to function today. Quite frankly, I have the side effects at night when I'm asleep. I want to work out. I want to live my life again and be healthy. It's actually stopping me from being healthy. I don't like that. Hi, Christine. Hi, Beth. And I've been doing a lot of neck stretches. My neck's a little bit stiff now because it woke up stiff because I've been doing a lot of neck stretches trying to release my atlas. All the muscles around it. Oh, thank you, Christine. Oh, yeah. Let's get some cards out. So I'm going to get some cards out for the collective, do some channeling, and then, yeah, we'll do some mini reads as well, dispersed within, whenever you want them. Just check out that pinned comment up top if you want one of those. It tells you how to do it. It's by donation. Super chat, super sticker. There's a PayPal link in there as well if you prefer to donate that way. PayPal is actually better for me because YouTube take most. In fact, they're going to take even more now because the US government is taking 24% of all my YouTube earnings now. So yeah, I pretty much don't get any of the. I think I was only getting 30% before anyway of the donations on YouTube. It's going to be nothing now. So bang, there goes that game. Hey Tara. Hey Jamie. Hi Christine. I already said hello to Christine. But I can't do anything about it because I'm not in Australia right now. I need to physically be in Australia to be able to submit my tax information, and I can't. It's weird. Hello, meow meow. What have we got here? The Sentinel. Protect yourself. Just protect yourself. The Sentinel. The Sentinel stands in guard of us, but the universe doesn't protect you. Have you noticed? Well, it protects us from some things, but we've got to protect ourselves. I think I said that in the energy update today as well. Got to protect ourselves. Hi, Maria. Oh, excuse me. So, yeah, I was doing my neck stretches and I was telling Siri to set a timer because it's like to get the fascia done, you need to extend the stretches, right? So I was doing them for 2 minutes each just before. And I was going, hey, Siri, set a timer. I should never say that. Set a timer for 2 minutes. And I was in one of the stretches with my head down and, of course, couldn't speak properly because my chin was at my chest. And she thought I said 10 minutes, so it's just gone off. I forgot to cancel it. Can I just come and stay with you? Oh, cool. Thank you, Christy. Yeah, I'm not sure how I can actually do it. I might be able to get a friend of mine to do it for me, a accountant friend of mine to do it for me. I don't know. Because I don't know how it works. I kind of haven't looked into it because I'm just, last time I tried it, about to do the same thing with my royalties to make sure that America didn't take 24% of my royalties. It was just impossible. We made it an impossible task because the American government sends you via snail mail. They don't even put airmail on it. It doesn't fly. It comes by boat to Australia. So it arrives and it says, we need extra information by this date, which has already passed by the time you receive the letter. But that's good. That's great. Thanks. Thanks for that. Because I can get that information back to you. If you'd have emailed me, I could have got it back to you straight away. But instead, you decided to send a letter to Australia by a boat with a time limit on it. So then I thought, okay, I'll try it again and I'll put that information in it this time. And then exactly the same thing happened. They wanted something else. And again, they sent it in a letter and it arrived after the date when I needed to reply. Bye. And that's when I gave up. And then Amazon changed it so that you could do it online through Amazon. And so then it worked out. So I'm just going to sit it out and wait for YouTube to do the same thing, because I'm not doing it the snail mail way. I would rather pay money than do it that way, quite frankly, because it's just too frustrating. Solitude. Still. Hey, Nikki. Hey, Mandy. Hey, Mary. Solitude. More. Meet Lily. She sits contentedly. Yeah, well content, but still. She sits contentedly in the centre of the sky. Everything is vast, still, and quietly beautiful. The wind might rustle a song out of the leaves, but she's far from human voices and other meows and hisses. Lily contains a sweet, peaceful expanse of solitude. She'll return to the world soon, but for now, let's not disturb her. Find your own space to meet yourself. Perhaps it's in the woods, or perhaps it's on a crowded dance floor with your eyes closed. When you're alone, it's easy to hear your own voice, to discern your longings and rekindle faith in yourself. Yeah. It is, but I mean, how much time do we need, huh? Apparently more. Stay home, protect yourself. I know. What next? Build a wall. I don't think we've got any build a wall cards, but you know, might. Hey, Connie. Oh, that's good to hear. And I've only heard a few people getting problems after their second one. Like the same tiredness. I mean, not really problems, just that tiredness. I think it's left me now. I don't know. I don't know what's the medication and what's not, but I'm not taking my medication today until tonight before I go to bed, because I'm sick of it already. And I'm happy with my blood pressure. It does need to come down, but in the my morning and my nighttime blood pressure, before I go to sleep, I take it. When I wake up, I take it. It's okay. It's okay for an athlete. But I am on medication at the moment, so I'm going to keep on watching. Even remotely tired. The energies are high. Yay. More solitude. What's the next warning? What's the warning card in this? You were tired for 3 days. I'm not sure, because I had just so much going on after that. It did seem to make me tired. Like I went on that beach walk the next day or the day. I think it was the day. No, it's the day after, because I went into hospital the next day. It was the second day. I went for a beach walk in the morning, and I had to walk really slowly. And then I was like, at the end of it, you know, when your arms are hanging down, you're like, I was exhausted. That's not like me at all. Not even a little bit. Oh, my neck. I've been doing so many neck stretches. Well, if anything, it's getting me to do neck stretches, which is a good thing. I've been ignoring that. I've not been ignoring it, but I've not been doing what I should be doing with it to sort it out for too long. Mermaids love, partnership, support, accord. Loving couple is shown on this card. The woman is a mermaid. Her hair and tail seem to float her through the sky. A man with feathers holds her hand. He grounds and protects her. Protection. Hey, Dwayne. Protection. Oh, yeah, Nikki, your photos are great. And videos. He grounds and protects her. He is a base. Oh, maybe this is protection from someone else then. Don't have to protect ourselves. We do, but, you know. They are from different worlds, water and the sky, but they're complete together, a perfect love union. The differences made them stronger and balanced. They support each other in their own way, but always from a place of respect and love. Okay. What's that? It is a magical carrot. Something that's going to protect us. Okay. So my research yesterday took me to, well, the same cardiologist that I keep on listening to his videos. Also more stuff about Atlas and the vagus nerve and all of that. But this cardiologist, he said, look, if he was talking again, I'm watching the videos about people like me, people that are healthy, people that haven't got any of the other risk factors, right? What to do then? Because then he said it's just a problem with the numbers on the screen. And why should we, if someone is happy and healthy and having a great life, why would we take their thingy, their life, their way of life, you know, their happiness and all of that down? For what? For what? Because blood pressure is only one of the issues, you know? It's like baking a cake. I've got flour. And everyone's going, you got flour, you're going to have a cake. I'm like, I'm not, because I don't have sugar and I don't have eggs and I don't have the rest of the ingredients for it. But I've got flour. Oh my God, you're going to have cake. You better take these drugs that are going to stop you from being healthy. Stop you from working out. Stop you from, like, hardly being able to work because it makes my head all fluffy. I can feel it. I can feel it in my system still. It makes my head all, I forget words and it's annoying. Worse than usual, I forget words. It makes my legs tingly. It makes me feel unsteady on my feet. I feel like I'm not safe on my bike anymore. I feel like not going outside anymore because I think I'm going to fall over. So it's actually impairing me from being healthy. Great. And he agrees with that. It's like, because someone, say, is completely healthy and they've had everything checked out and they're all good, they don't have any risk factors. Why? Why do we treat them? Why do we treat them with drugs? Why indeed? So I'm kind of agreeing with him, but I'm kind of, once you get the scars put in you, and my doctors say it's not a problem either, but they want me to take medication. So it's hard, isn't it? When you get the scaredy doctors. Well, the scaredy doctors is no one actually that I've had any involvement with, which is a good thing. But when you're doing everything that you can already, what are you supposed to do? I'm hoping that magnesium will take it further down. I'm hoping that magnesium will take it further down so that I can get off the medication and then just like monitor my blood pressure, and if it goes up at any point, the resting one, true resting one, not hospital resting one, because that's not even true. Then I'll go with my evidence of all my health monitors that I've got. You got a weird question, Nikki. It's not like you. Let's get one of these out first. A legendary lady. What's this? That's Nikki. Thanks for your donation, Nikki. I'm going to make a pick a card read today. That's what I'm going to do. I am going to go out today. I need to get out of the house. I need to go and buy some eggs. And I need to go to the laundry lady. Hey, Gypsy. Oh, Jamie. Neck's a bit wobbly. I've been doing deep stretches for 2 minutes and it makes it a bit unstable. Oh yeah, expression. Oh yeah. The doctors want me to keep training and I haven't done any. The vaccine should have worn off by now. It's like almost a week ago. 6 days ago. Oh yeah, expression. Goddess of the storms and winds, Oya is urging you to use your own powerful wind to lift up your voice. Speak now and speak up. speak now and speak up. So maybe we do have to protect ourselves in the solitude. Then we've got a protector coming in. So is that the law of attraction? Once we're protecting ourselves, then people that will protect us come in. Yeah, I've noticed that. Just like when you're looking after yourself, the people that will also look after you come in. Yeah, that's true. What's your question, Nikki? You officially added Gypsy to your business cards. Awesome. Thank you, Tracy. What's your question, Tracy? Yeah, doctors aren't always the solution. There's something going on though. I know there's something going on. I want to find a specialist. I want to find a specialist, the one that will actually look into all of the things. And I think, I don't know what it would be, to look at what is going on in my neck and where I wish there was a chiropractor on the island, but to look, an actual medical thing for them to look into what's going on in my neck here and if there is a constriction there or anywhere in my body really. Because if it is, you see, I don't know whether the medication is working now because I've not been able to take, didn't take my blood pressure before I started taking the medicine. But I was certainly resistant to the medicine when they first gave it to me. So when I went for my vaccination, blood pressure was high. Of course it was because I was anxious to get the vaccination. I get that anyway. My blood pressure goes up when I have it tested, when I go to hospital, when I'm at the doctor's. I've had that for a long time. But it was sky high, right? And so they were like, whoa, lay down. And it came down a little bit after lying down for like 15 minutes. And then they gave me some medication to bring it down more. It didn't bring it down more, it stayed exactly the same, so they gave me some more medication, another tablet. I was lay there for like, I don't know, it probably wasn't a whole hour. It didn't work, hey. My blood pressure didn't come down, so that's resistance to medication. That tends to mean there's something else going on, right? Medication makes your blood vessels, supposed to make your blood vessels bigger. So that should have worked. But if the problem isn't that my blood vessels aren't stretchy, if the problem is a constriction at a certain point, a tablet isn't going to fix that, is it? If I've got bones constricting it. Just like obese people having high blood pressure, the fat, the sheer amount of them is constricting the blood vessels. So I want to find out what it is. I wish I had all the equipment of hospitals. That's my next thing. Like set my room up like a hospital. Get all the equipment. Never mind all these little monitors and stuff. Let's get the big guns in here. Do it myself. You're in the clouds this morning, Christine. Tracy! Meow meow. Higher self relationship. Okay. Relationship reading for you. I mean, it's not that I don't trust doctors. I do, but we're all very individual and specific, aren't we? And so if they're all just gonna go, I just lose some weight, I'm like, yeah, great. Because that's not me, is it? And and luckily my doctor knew me, so he was like, eat less salt. Yeah, eat less salt, that's gonna do it, isn't it? Although I have noticed that this ring was like spinning on my finger. Yeah, it could have an impact. And having like no salt. Look what you've got, Tracy. You've got jealousy and lovers. Oh, what's going on? Drama. jealousy and lovers. Got a jealous person on your hands, thinking that you're carrying on with someone else or accusing you of that. Or do you do that? Yeah, doctor's not always right, but you know, mine have been pretty good. Mine have pretty much said, just because you got a flower doesn't mean you're gonna have a cake. Doesn't mean you got a cake, you know. I know. They're not worried, hey? But of course they have to do the whole, you should be on medication. Of course I said yes at first because I was scared. I was scared. And I felt really good before, like healthy and on top of the world. And now I don't. That's messed up, right? That's messed up. Just that in itself is messed up. Let's cut back on caffeine. Caffeine is just a temporary thing. Although if you've got like high anxiety, caffeine can make that worse. Take one aspirin at bedtime. Aspirin. Yeah. So yours is a thick blood thing. See, it could be that too. Very well could be that. I'm probably better stopping those ones. My drug's over there. And having aspirin and trying that. Because it very well could be. I was a healthy person, Mr. Barnes. Now it feels so much. I feel very cloudy and back to Tracy anyway. Jealous lovers, what's going on there? And criticism, get what I want. So wow, yeah, it feels like this is either something that's going on at the moment, someone that's jealous, accusing you, like why are we talking to that guy, that kind of thing, you know, criticizing you. But you could get what I want. Get what I want. Yeah, well, that's weird, isn't it? That get what I want card there, because that's not what you want, obviously. What's the answer there? I guess it's to speak up. It's just speak up, Tracy. Are you going through this at the moment, or is this an X? Is this like something that you've been through before that maybe you're fearing is going to happen again, or something that keeps on happening? Yeah, it's a blood thinner. I'm not sure whether I can get it here, aspirin. They took it off the shelves, didn't they? I think here. I only get paracetamol. I'm sure I could get it if I tried. Is that all I did, Christine? Look for something. Nikki, let's do you. Is Red Riding Hood the Linda version? What? Is Red Riding Hood the Linda version, the other foot on the ladder? I don't understand it. Is Red Riding Hood the Linda version, the other foot on the ladder? Did you miss a word out there? It's not reading in English. Is Red Riding Hood the Linda version, or the other foot on the ladder? Can you clarify your question, please? My doctors have been pretty good, but still, I want them to find out why, you know? They could be better. They could find out why. I'm like, yeah, but why? It's like, yeah, but my last doctor said, because you're an athlete and your heart's really strong, and so if you've got high blood pressure, your high blood pressure is going to be extreme. So if you exercise extreme. Because my heart, it will be enlarged. Like that happens when people have high blood pressure, right? It gives them a big heart to be able to push it around. Mine Maybe it's just that reverse engineering. It could just be that. That's what the kind of doctor was saying. It's because you're an athlete and you've got a strong heart. Why am I on medication then? Because I could bake a cake. I wonder how I sat at my PC and felt something on my head, pulled it off, tick. Oh, wow. Ooh. Hey, Mary. Mickey, what's your question? I don't get it. Maria, what have we got here? Maria. Yeah, so now, please everyone use the PayPal thing instead of this Super Chat Super Sticker, because I'll literally get none of it anymore. I think I was only getting 30% of these Super Chat Super Stickers before, or maybe 60%. I can't remember. It's YouTube aren't forthcoming with that information. You can never tell what you're getting from it, but I've heard from other people's stuff online that you don't get very much of it at all, and now the US government is taking 24% of it as well. I won't get any of it, so if you can use the PayPal link, that'd be great. Then actually get the money. So I'm doing it for YouTube and the US government. Pick a card read. I normally pick flower, but this time I picked crystal, and it was exactly what I believed all along. You're right. You're right to pick that one. I guess you will. I get some information. Yeah, I think we've got to investigate ourselves, right? Into the medical stuff. You've got to be on it yourself for sure. No. No. I'm going to get some information about that. Pick crystal. Ah. You see, it's messing with you. Believe in self and at peace. Like I said, trust in your own guidance. So, Maria, you changed your mind, and then it was a match, and then it made you feel better, and then you're like, but is it true? If it makes you feel better and if it feels right, yes, it's true, isn't it? And then you get the no out from them just to shake you up. It's like, hey, believe in yourself and be at peace with that. So it's time for you to start trusting your own guidance there, Maria, which means trusting your gut, trusting how you feel. If something makes you feel better, yes, it's right. And sure, it might be right just to make you feel better. If you tell a child that everything's going to be okay, even though it's not going to be okay, you still tell them that because the nervous system is important, right? And your higher self will do that. So is it telling you lies or is it telling the truth? We don't know, because that's carrots, really, isn't it? But if you feel better, you feel better, and that's better for you. So trust your guidance system. You've got up until now work. It's about relationships and making it hard work, or being the one that puts all the work in. Yeah, it's raining. Yeah, don't be the one that puts all the work in. Maria. The question's behind, so I need to understand it too, Nikki. I don't get it. Is it a yes or no question? It looks like an all question to me, but I've got to be able to answer it as a human being that I am. Is that one question? Is that a yes or no question? Because it looks like an all question to me that you've missed the or out of it. Right, you have. Your website is launched. I know, I saw it. Oh, you're going to give me 10% off now. Dwayne, thanks for your donation. Let's see. I apologize for the negativity. Was she my soulmate, twin flame? Is she? Is she Dwayne's soulmate, twin flame? I looks so stiff. Wait. No. No. Tell us more about that for Dwayne. Playing, choose to change. There's more on the way, like lightning got more fun, that kind of thing. Playing on the way. Playing on the way. Yeah, it's a good one though. It's playing on the way. It's part of the relationship journey, right? You know, the relationship journey where we learn about ourselves, we grow more into things. We have soulmates come into our life where they bring us something, you know, get us on track for something else that's a part of our life journey. There's nothing wrong with them, right? It's like a stepping stone soulmate kind of a thing, you know. It's just part of the journey, playing along the way. Choose to change, because yeah, there's changes. This one is bringing changes in, so let go and flow and don't blame, right? So this isn't a game. The relationship game isn't a game to try and win your twin flame, right? It's not about that. It's not like, oh, you failed again, better luck next time, let's see if you can pick the right one this time. No, you failed again. It's not about that. It's about, life is about us. It's not about making a certain amount of money. It's not about finding a certain person. It's not about that. It's about us growing, right? And even if someone is right for you, if there's stagnation in that growth, your higher self is going to move you on. It's a path. It's not a destination. Like, how many times have you heard that? But we're still going like, yeah, but relationships, right? We can still have one of those that we can keep forever. No. It's like, yeah, but jobs, right? We can still find one of those that we can keep forever. No. There's constant growth. So it's a good one. It is a good one. It's a good relationship for you, but let go and go with the flow and allow things to change. And you know, there was one of the energy updates recently was saying like there's a short-term thing coming up and it's okay, it's a short-term thing. Well, what day was that on? Can anyone remember what day that was on? I'm just wondering with my story. I've got to go look now. It's cold. I knew that I should have gone out and got my flower for the pick a card read before I did this because I knew it was going to rain. I just had a feeling. I didn't know it was going to rain. I had a feeling it was going to rain. What date was it? Oh God, I've made so many videos. I did all 12 of the weekly reads yesterday. We're publishing those tonight. Who's getting pranked? I thought it was after that one. Who did get pranked? Someone did. Is it Seedles got pranked? Oh, I didn't call it that. Hang on, it might be back. Can anyone remember when that was? Ready for the next step? I didn't call it the name that would let me know which it was. July the 8th. Thank you. Wow. It was yesterday. Was it? No, that's right. It was the Summer Lovin' one. I regretted putting that as the title because I've had that song in my head. Because it was the Thursday one, and the Thursday one is always at the top of my video list in the YouTube studio. The Thursday daily, because I do them on Monday, but I start them from Friday. I record them on Monday or Tuesday this week, but I start them from Friday. I do them in batches of 7, Friday through Thursday each time. And so every time I went into YouTube studio, which is a lot of times every day, I had that Summer Lovin' song in my head. It's a yes or no question. Okay. What Nikki said. What Nikki said. Is it what Nikki said? No. No, it's not what Nikki said. Tell me more about that. This is going to be impossible, isn't it? Self-love and freedom. Does that make sense to you? This means free will, choice. They had the choice. They were free to make their own choice, or you were free to make your own choice. That's what that means. And judgment separates and relax, so don't judge it. Meaning, don't make it mean so much. Does that answer it? Hope so. Random. Yesterday. Today for you. Yesterday. Temporary thing. I hope it's talking about the medication for me. And this stuff that's going on. Numbers on the screen. How do you feel better? Good job, Maria. Oh, she's running. Yeah, I'd call it quits. Just because of that no. Because of that no one, but yeah, just take it easy and go with the flow. It's not the one that you're going to be with forever, so no need to grasp, you know? Let go. Call it quits. It's always the best. I mean, it's always the best to surrender, you know? Because sometimes when we surrender, it's brings, you know, if we let go, sometimes it's our anxiously wanting it to be a certain way that keeps people away. Do you know what I mean? Like, if someone's like intense about me, it makes me run from them. And if they let me go, well, I can be friends with them again. Do you know what I mean? So, okay. It could be that. Blood thinners, yeah, it could be that. I used to have a problem when I lived in cold countries of the blood not getting into my fingers and toes. It could be that. And now I'm an athlete. It could just be the mixture of thick blood and athleticism. Holy shit, if it's just that. I'd rather take aspirin than bloody that crap. Crazy, thank you. Oh, what am I doing? I need to sit better. Okay, let's get some tarot out. So many false twins. Let's get some tarot out and see what they want to tell us today. Something about protection. Protecting ourselves and then bringing someone in that's equally going to protect us. Thanks, Penny. Hey, Penny. Didn't know you were here. The veil is thin. The veil is thin. Let's do yours first before I get more of those out. Cards aren't behaving. Continue, Jim. Tried out the Hydro Massage. Hydro Massage bad. Wake you up. Nice. Tracy, higher self general, please. For you. Thanks for your donation, guys. Soften and opening, is it true? Okay, so you're in protection mode then. It's kind of bracing yourself for a lie or expecting lies from someone, you know? And we just can't trust. Is it true though? And then you did your workout. Oh, I didn't look for a chi machine. I need to get myself a chi machine. It might just be that. It might high blood pressure because of a lack of a chi machine. Doctor, I found the answer. I had a deficiency of chi machine. Soften and open, and is it true? So you close down because you're like, gonna tell me lies. Romance and sex. So it's in your love life. Yeah. So you can't open up because you're expecting a liar. You're bracing yourself, having to protect you in a relationship, but you're like, but they're just gonna lie. So what is that in your energy? Because like I was saying, when you protect yourself, you're going to start attracting people in that will also protect you. If you're being a victim and you're not protecting yourself, you attract people in that are going to victimize you. You want someone to protect you, but they don't. You think that they will, but then they don't. They victimize you. So if you're attracting liars, don't get that song in my head now. If you're attracting liars, what is that? Maybe you haven't forgiven yourself about lying about something. We all do. But maybe you haven't forgiven yourself for a past lie, relationships. Or it could be you saw another relationship, significant relationship in your life, like parents' relationship, them lying to each other and to being sensitized to that. It could be that. It could be something like that. But look into that, Tracy, about how, why, ask yourself why, meditate on it. Why am I closed down? Because I'm expecting lies to come to me. We all put these shields up, right? We think, oh no, they're going to hurt me, and so I want a relationship, but get out of my house right now because I don't trust you one bit. There's trust issues, right? Penny, high self guidance for you. Hey, Mystic Vision. Hey, Seagulls. Penny, you've got a bit about lies as well. Overwhelming. Is it true? No, this isn't a. Well, it kind of is, and it kind of isn't. It's not about lies, but it is. It's about you having to be the one that figures out whether something is a lie or not. It's like in being the investigator. You having to be the investigator there. It's a kind of mental responsibility that you're the one amongst a group of people that has to find the truth. Like you're taking that on as a responsibility that you've got to be the one that finds the truth, knows the truth. And that's not your responsibility. It feels very much like like something someone like me would do. And like someone with a gift like this, it's like, it's my purpose to help everyone. Or, to give people the truth seekers, to give them the truth. It could be something like that. Or it could be like if you're in a family situation, it's like, I'm the one with the awareness. I need to find out what the truth is. Could be family situation. That's what I've seen in the first place, is a family situation. But it's overwhelming because you can't. I mean, it's not your responsibility anyway. And who gave you that job in the first place? You did. Yeah, it's overwhelming. Why do we get overwhelmed with things like that? Because we've given ourselves an impossible task. It's like codependency. It's an impossible task. We try and take care of someone else and we can't do the thing for them, really. It's an impossible task, so it feels overwhelming. Hi, Nikki. So, Penny, let yourself off the hook. And include sex. There you go. Just have sex instead. What's that got to do with? I'll leave that one up to you. You can decipher that one. You had a dream you were in a knight's garb with 12 swords standing behind a brick wall with a shield on it. Some was a heart. Oh, cool. He did lie to me. He denied he was in a relationship. He had proof. Ugh. Running to both of us. I know you've got walls up then, but yeah. Okay, so why? Why are you letting people in that are liars then? Maybe you're not prepared to tell your whole truth from the start too. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes we can like go on a date, and when we start getting to know someone, we don't want to tell them that we actually want a committed relationship because that might scare them off. You know, there's things like that that are lies within us. We want to try and negotiate it so that we don't tell them the truth of because it might scare them off. It could be something like that. It's a family situation. That's what I was seeing. So yeah. That's more than Penny. That's more than emotional responsibility, isn't it? Like a lot of women take on the emotional responsibility of everything for everyone, spinning those plates around for everyone. But this is more. This is about an awareness. It's more like the scapegoat stuff. It's your responsibility to seek the truth and to maybe be this truth speaker as well. Protecting your heart. Thank you, Nikki. Cheetah. That's the other part. There you go. You've given yourself all kinds of jobs. And who's paying you for it? Nobody. Nobody. Did we get another one that Penny and Tracy? Got a sword and all that. I don't get stuff like that usually either. Okay, let's get some tarot cards out. The Page of Swords. Oh, he's being knighted by a lady with extremely long hair. Oh no, they're sleeves. Extremely long sleeves. Page of Swords. I don't know yet. The motherly thing, the woman's responsibility. Like I've said, you know, that it was the woman's responsibility of times past when we were in living in different times, and the men went out to work and they were the providers, and the woman didn't need to do that. So her role was to take on all of that stuff, absolutely. But we're not living in a society like that anymore, and we haven't given up those roles yet. So we need to. The men need to take those roles too, and we need to give them up. But the men aren't going to take them until we've given up, because then there's nothing to do, right? There's nothing to do if we're doing it all. And to give it up. It's not good for us. I don't know why the Page of Swords is there yet. Hang on. Let's see what comes after it. Oh, the peacemaker between your sons. So that's the truth thing, is it? Yeah. It's the one that finds out the truth. Trust and dynamic. Huh? Six of Cups. It comes out every day, pretty much, doesn't it? It's in here. It's Six of Cups, for sure. So the Page of Swords and the Six of Cups, I'm going to read out of here, because the Page of Swords, the messenger. Enthusiastic, knowledgeable, logical, passionate. A renewed sense of vitality and energy is on the horizon. Good. Now is the time to move forward with any plans you have, regardless of the thoughts or views of those around you. The Page of Swords represents the beginning phase or initial steps of a venture or project. There's also a naive sense of optimism that comes with certain risk-taking, which is sometimes necessary in searching for truth and potential success. Do not be afraid to take a leap into the unknown. There's magic ahead. And this is about like doing it your way, on what you believe, because it's right for you. I mean, we're all individuals and we've all got our own way and our own path to it. So we have to do this. We have to just go by our own truth, you know, and move forward and take those risks. A highly perceptive and discerning individual who's both ambitious and logical. This person absorbs information like a sponge. Oh, it's like me. Is also capable of understanding highly complex ideas. Page of Swords lives by a code of truth, communication, and frank honesty, which makes them excellent speakers, writers, and teachers. Despite their intellectualism, they need more life experience in order to discern between their logical mind and spiritual self. An enthusiastic individual with clarity and vision. Yeah, Penny, it's their circus. They're the monkeys, it's their circus. And the Six of Cups. Nostalgia. The Six of Cups reflects a period of relaxation and success after finally emerging out of a stressful situation. Highlights the self-confidence that comes from speaking your truth. What if this medication is absolutely doing nothing for my blood pressure at all, and it's just making me feel like crap? I've got a feeling that that's the truth, and I should trust. I feel like these cards are saying you've got to trust your intuition. And yes, you learn about it too. We've got to have that balance, right, of the logical mind and the intuition. Anyway, Six of Cups reflects a period of relaxation and success after finally emerging out of a stressful situation, and highlights the self-confidence that comes from speaking your truth. On top of this energy, this card connects to lingering moments of nostalgia or an idealized past that you may still be holding on to. Deep emotions are rooted within these memories, so it's important to acknowledge them, whether they're pleasant or not. As we're living records of every thought and feeling we've experienced, it's important to also remember the inner child who still exists within you. It may be an opportune time to plan out a recreational, social, or peaceful interlude. Karmic connections. Love, children, reconnection, Akashic records, gratitude. A need to let go of past traumas or issues. It's important to recognize the gift of each and every moment in order to live fully in the present. Anticipating the future and reliving the past may detach you from the joy of living in the now. How can you build a new foundation of strength and support in your life? She's got a top, not unsimilar to mine, and she's looking at this city, is what it looks like, or a castle. I forgot here. someone lies to you, Christine, you know they can never be trusted with anything. Yeah, you got to believe people when they show you who they are. And it's very different if they apologize and then change the behavior, right? But we don't have to be the one. But that would come if they realize, if they get their repercussions for what they're doing, and then they realize, and then they decide, and they choose to change it, right? We can't get them to do that. Point the finger all we like, you're a liar, or whatever. That's not going to be the thing. Although that could be one of the ways that they get the repercussions, you know. Everybody lies, but some lies, it just depends on the intention of that lie, doesn't it? Some lies are kind of hurtful lies. So some lies do damage, some lies avert damage. Yeah, it depends on the intention of it. What have we got here? The world. Completion of a cycle. World. Completion, graduation, wholeness, connecting Earth. When the world comes up in a reading, it can indicate you coming to a graduating point in your life. It's time to pat yourself on the back and seek out new beginnings coming soon in your life. This card could mean victory, so congratulations. Perhaps you're in fact lacking confidence right now with the world. Right now, the world card is giving you hope, reminding you that you have the required resources needed and the knowledge to move forward to new goals. Do you remember what you've already accomplished? That was all you. Is that why I've got the Six of Cups out then? Remember what you've accomplished. You did it. It's time to go beyond your personal thoughts and manifest them into much bigger thoughts. Sometimes it's healthy to set high standards. Yes. Graduating, taking it to the next level. There's other people at that new level as well. Different people. Seems to be a big part of it. Is moving on from the group or the people or that we've been around or working with or whatever. Just wait until you see the energy updates for next week. It's a bit of it's a lot of a healing week next week. Many of the signs. Okay. Yeah, those people that are throwing hate around, Christine. Not happy with themselves. You have to make yourself not a target. Which means ignoring them. Gives you hope for carrots. I made an interesting dish yesterday. I was eating for the nutrition that perhaps I'm lacking. But it's kind of ridiculous because it's like, okay, so my diet wasn't perfect enough. I really don't think so. I mean, I was already doing a lot of the things right. And so now, like, for me, it's almost unhealthy for me for them to say, okay, eat even less sugar, even eat even less salt. Although I was thinking that I needed salt, and I think maybe I do. I think maybe I'm right in that, but yeah, my personality type, I will go, oh, I'm not perfect enough. Okay, I'll make my diet even more perfect. It's not good. It's not good for me. But yeah, so yesterday I made beetroot and sweet potato. I boiled them up and then I fried them up in with some broccoli and some capsicum and onions and had it with mussels. It was really nice. But then I realized, I'm like, I don't have to make my diet even more perfect. Like, I really don't. I know I don't need to do that. It's not a diet thing, I know that. But it might be a magnesium deficiency. That seems right to me. What about summer loving? It's been in my head all for a week now. And also the vagus nerve stuff as well. Really hits a nerve with me. It's related to dreams, not necessarily standards. I had an interesting engagement with my guys, and as big as I could think up, they kept telling me to dream bigger. It's not big enough. Yeah. They've done that with me as well. Oh, sorry to hear that, Seals. Yeah, go home, go sleep. Tripped the fire alarm at work last night. Fires everywhere. You get all the good ones. You're like, get to be in a gym, and then you got firemen all around you. Got it going on. And there's you going like, I'm not going to look at them, I'm not going to look at them. The universe is playing with you. You can tell the boss it was your fault. I think the universe is playing with you. Hey, William. It's impossible for you to dream big enough to please them. Yeah, I've had them do that with me as well. You're not thinking big enough, you're not thinking big enough. You know, it's not like big enough, it's not big enough. It wasn't that for me, it was like fantastical enough. In a way it was big enough. It was always holding myself back, right? Even with my health, I was holding myself back. I wanted to be in excellent health, but I didn't want people to say, you're exercising too much, you're too much, you're too thin, you're too muscly. Well, those things that people say. I'm not, I'm just right for me. But I was stopping myself from getting there because of that. So there was an element of I wasn't dreaming big enough, you know. No idea what we're working toward tonight. I'm just passing the messages on. Well, I've got 4 cards out here. Let's see what they are. 3 of Cups. The Hierophant. The Chariot. And the Page of Swords again. Page of Swords coming through, loud and clear. It's talking about relationship. I want to know the Page of Swords, so I need to get that box out. There's a lot of push toward that now. You know, we kind of had a trend to go skinny fat, really, just to kind of lose a lot of weight, and that really impacts your health badly when you do that. It's muscle tone is way more important, and people are realizing that. Women are realizing that now and doing it. It's good. Makes you way healthier having muscle tone. Let's get both of these boxes in case they have me reading out the next one too. 1, 2, 1, 2. The Page of Swords. What's he got to say in here? Pay attention when the cards repeat like that. Restless energy, curiosity, a thirst for information, learning new things, an apprentice or student, intellectual pursuits, ideas and reasoning, a messenger. Curious and intelligent, this page is a thirst for knowledge that seems unquenchable. She's an incredibly quick-witted communicator. She's often compelled to share her many ideas or messages with others. It is me, isn't it? At times, she's so talkative that it becomes too much for others to process. Is that true? And her intense energy can come across as unsettled or even nervous. She suggests using an air of inventiveness in your current pursuit. Your goals will be met by walking a path of honest discovery, especially where others are concerned. Keep the light bulbs of curiosity turned on. Oops. And cultivate a beginner's mindset as you strive to learn new things. Avoid falling into gossip or even arrogance with your communication. In shadow, this page can be all talk and no action. Remember that everybody who crosses your path has something specific to teach you, and that mirrors are all around. Remain open to unexpected lessons, share truthfully, and delight in every interaction. Like that. I like that. I learn and I expand my consciousness and open up new opportunities for my life. Skinny. Yeah, muscles good. Get in that gym, Christine, lift some weights. Build up your muscle. You were distracting yourself when the fairies were there. Be curious. Be curious. Gather information. Inside and out. Logical minds. Material world. Intuition. All of that. An investigation about myself at the moment, but also about information from the external world. Blending the two together, you know. You distract yourself, Christine, from the good distractions. Okay. I won't get that money then. I pretty much don't get anything of these now. I was saying it before, I don't know whether you were here. Using the PayPal link is better because then I'll actually get the money. YouTube and the US government are keeping all of this stuff from me now. Not all of it, but I don't think I'll get very much at all. And YouTube's certainly not forthcoming about the percentages that they hold back for good reason. They're not telling us about that. Okay, let's get some general guidance here. Who's aware, cleanse? The aware one, like Penny. Just because you are aware doesn't mean that you've got to be the awareness for everyone else. Just because you're the aware one doesn't mean that you need to be around other aware people and then be the awareness for them. You know, the higher awareness for them, the deeper awareness for them. I can see the patterns. Maybe I should help them. Maybe I should be telling them that. Maybe I'm the messenger. Maybe I should stay in this situation. Or maybe not. Maybe your awareness is for you. Use that awareness for you. Like this Page of Swords, you know. Using your awareness for you. You've got something to let go of there, and it's about how you use your awareness. A simpler approach back to basics. Okay. Right. So let's be little children again. Group of little children together. Gabe has this thing where he's got a superpower. And it's his awareness. Would we all as kids say to Gabe, then you should use it to help me? Help Billy there? Probably not. We'd probably say, wow, Gabe, then you can use it to build a spaceship. I don't know. There just seems to be some adulting here, some kind of beliefs that have set in from adults, damaged people, I mean by adults. And it's about your awareness. and using it for yourself. Yeah, we have our gifts for ourselves and for our own life and for our own enjoyment and for our own path. Yes, we end up sharing those gifts with others too, but that's not the purpose of it. And if we set off trying to share our gifts with others, it turns into codependence. We've got to set off doing it for ourselves, using them to create what it is that we want for ourselves, and then out of that comes sharing it with others. I know, because I did it the wrong way around myself and it never worked that way, and it just trips you up that way. And when I turned it on myself and said, oh, okay, maybe this is for me, maybe I am worthy, maybe I can use it for myself, and focused on me, then it got a lot easier. And I'll drop that whole, I've noticed something about someone, therefore it is my responsibility to help them. I don't have that anymore. I know it's not my responsibility to help them. So just because you have a deeper awareness about someone or something, it doesn't mean that you have a responsibility to help them. You don't need to use your awareness in that way. Use it for yourself first. Gabe. More cards. So we've got the Three Cups, the Hierophant, and the Chariot that I've been ignoring there, because that's like people. Three of Cups is people. It can be reunion and stuff of romantic relationships, but of friendships and stuff like that. But it's about people. It's about the people that you're around. The Hierophant is about traditional ways of doing things. It smells good in here. And the Chariot is about taking the reins of your own life. So it's pretty much what was just said before about that. Us being okay about doing our own thing, our own path, doing it in our own way. This is what the room smells like. It's, oh God, my eyes. Lime, geranium, and grapefruit. I put it on the bed, but it's lovely. That writing's really hard to read, even with the high definition camera. It's not my eyes. Lime, geranium, and grapefruit. It's really nice. So let's get some more cards out. Something about the people around us is something about bringing, once we protect ourselves and empower ourselves, we start bringing those people that will do that same for us. But if we're not doing it in ourselves first, we're going to bring in people that aren't doing it for us too. So as much as we ask for the people, the relationship, the friendships, the people to work with that we really want, we're not going to come until we're actually embodying all of that stuff ourselves. Self-love first. But it's more than that. It's you've got to be that person. You've got to be the change that you want in the world. You've got to be the person that it is. Be the person for yourself that you want other people to be for you. You want stability. Like, that's what I heard from my guys when I was asking them, like, I want like stable, good, increasing income. And it's like, well, you need to be that. It's like, how do I be stable, increasing income? Like, what? How do I be that? Oh, I need to be stable. Okay. And I need to be increasing. That made more sense to me. I need to be stable, right? And so I need to have my emotions stable in my business, and then I need to increase my efforts, not necessarily do more and more and more work, but set it at the high level and then work smarter and smarter and smarter and smarter. I get it now. If I be that, then that's what's going to come to me. It worked. So what about people? What kind of people are you wanting to bring in? Forgetters. Forgetters. I don't see any of that. Forgetter sidekick. Hello. I did see that one. I didn't see any of the deleted messages when before they were deleted. Ace of Voices. Wisdom, the owl. And then she's got like this beam coming out of her head, so it's like it's her unique path. Her unique path. We've got to be okay about being different and being on our unique path, and even if other people aren't on that same page, it's okay for us to, even if no one agrees with us. Ace. Flash of clarity and a flash of clarity and fresh. A revelation, a new paradigm, visionary thinking, new goals and realities. Flashlight of truth. The girl with rainbow hair. Ooh. She smiles as she opens up your way of thinking and perceiving. She knows you will see rainbow realities around her all the time. We're all light, she says, and her lips glimmer with the changing hues of transcendence. And yet, she winks, when we see the truth, sometimes we see it in technicolor, like a cracking open wide aha. And then we give the truth its shape through clear communication. Her brilliant energy pulses, and she speaks and chants. Geometric forms begin to appear in the space around her with every word, tone, and sound. Find clarity in thought and seeing. She begins again. As new understandings are flowing down to you now, and not only will they be bolstered by logic and reason, but they'll also be heavily dripped in divine knowing. They will help you see the path ahead of you with the most beautiful of lenses, the absolute truth. Follow your own path. Follow your own path. Aha! Discovered clarity, a calm that cuts through clouds. The perfect truth illuminates, confused veneer that shrouds. Calm truth. You know what my truth is? My truth is that it doesn't make any sense that I'm sick when I'm not sick. It doesn't make any sense that I go when I'm feeling amazing, incredible, but actually I'm sick. And know that you can't go well-being, 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 well-being. Oh, something goes wrong. Right? Your cousin was a while ago, wasn't it? You were talking to your sister yesterday, or have you lost someone else? Have you lost someone else, Timothy? What deck? This deck. This deck is the Muse Tarot by Chris Ann. There's a link to it in the description box for this video, for all videos in fact, because I tend to use this in all videos. I get a little commission from Amazon if you use those links to purchase them. Ace of Voices. I'm just kind of applying this in my mind to what I'm going through at the moment. I shouldn't. I'm getting from this personally that I shouldn't be so worried about the It's the reason that I haven't been to a doctor for ages is because I know that stuff shouldn't override. It should play a part in it, yeah, but not override common sense and the intuition and everything. Yeah. Oh, I lost one yesterday. I didn't realise that. Hi, Arabella. It is a beautiful deck. I really like her decks. I think I prefer the Lightseers deck more. This one. Yeah, personally I prefer that. But what good. Okay, let's get some more unique deck. I love the artwork on this. But for a deck, yeah, I love the way that this one looks. But I prefer using those other ones. I get more messages from those two, from that Kaczan deck. I like it. 2 ones. Balance. Whichever ways it goes, she's balanced. Whichever way it goes, she's balanced. So be balanced from the stable position within yourself. You've got the balance. So whichever way it goes, you're balanced. You make your choices for yourself based on that balance. Use Lightseers the most. Yeah, me too, Beth. Although I have been using this one a lot now, Cosmic Visions Tarot, and sometimes mixing it in with this one. This is the Ink Witch Tarot. I didn't have this in the description box below, but I put it in last night because Nikki was asking me about it. Ink Witch Tarot. I like these. I like them. Thanks, Arabella. I was just telling everyone before, Arabella, that as from this month, I hardly get any money from these super chat super stickers anymore. It always was that YouTube keep the majority of it anyway, but now from the part that I get back, the US government is keeping a quarter of that too. So yeah, I won't even see $1 of that. So it is best to use the PayPal link for any donations because you're just paying someone else really for me to do it for them. And I don't want to work for the US government or for YouTube really. Alan Duggan's Witches Tarot, I don't know that one. So yeah, balance. I've got to have that balance. Got to have that balance. General for Arabella. Yeah, PayPal only take a little bit, but for the super chat and super sticker, it's just mostly gone. They're laughing. Overwhelming and willingness. Again. Okay. Arabella, this says you're overwhelming yourself, but you're willing to do that. It's so similar to Penny's. You're too willing to overwhelm yourself for everyone else. It's like, don't worry, I've got it. I'll do it all. Don't worry, I've got it. I can do this. I think a lot of women have got this because, in a way, we've had to do that, right? When we entered the workforce, I know I had that. I had guys telling me that, oh, but well, you need to prove yourself. They were actually saying that, those kind of things. If I start complaining, hey, how come I'm doing all the work? Well, if you want to be in a man's world and you want to earn the money, then you've got to do it, But I was actually doing more than that. Someone's like, improve yourself. Anyway, you're far too willing to overwhelm yourself for others. Why is it overwhelming? Well, it's overwhelming when you give yourself an impossible task, in other words, to try and sort things out for others. It's the codependent thing, right? It's doing. You can't fix other people's problems. We know that, right? And if you try and do it all for them, it actually disables them. They're not going to learn and do it themselves. So that burden becomes more and more, but you never get to the end of it. So that's why it's overwhelming. You never get to the end of it because it doesn't work. It doesn't lead them to, it doesn't get less and less. I try not to do that in this business. I try to have this rotation going on, and this tends to be what happens, is that people come to me for readings and then they stick with me for a while, and then it actually gives them the realization that I'm just validating what they already know, generally toward the end anyway, and then they're like, right, I've got this myself. And then people are going through that, so I'm hopefully not making people dependent on my guidance, is what I'm saying. Teaching them to tap into their own guidance instead. That's how I've done it in my business. I'm not willing anymore to take the burdens of others. I used to be. I used to be checking in with people that I did have a reading, and I just wouldn't stop. I'd be like, now you've bought a reading from me, you've got my total support and attention forever. Email you, making sure you're okay. How's it going after that reading? And I just used to do that, and it was just, I was way too willing to overwhelm myself. Way too willing to do too much. And so, be still, keep quiet, and meditate. When you've got the urge, and you're going to have those urges to do it because we get into these habits of doing too much for people. You're still going to have that urge to do it, but then you've got to stop yourself. It's almost like, you go to pick something up, it's like, no. You go to the fridge and like, no, I'm not going to eat that chocolate that's in the fridge. You've got to stop yourself from doing it. Stop yourself from setting in. It's like, I really want to do that thing for them, but this is my pattern. I've got to stop myself from doing that. So be still, keep quiet, stop yourself from doing it. Meditate, that'll help you too. It's tricky. You do. You have your tools, and everyone's got their own guidance, of course. But I think readings do help because it confirms, right? And then you can better trust your own guidance when you've got confirmation of it. That's what I find personally, anyway. Well, we've got a lot of healing going on at the moment, and this next week especially. I'm going to publish the weekly energy updates for each star sign this evening in about 10 hours. Trust your own intuition, guides. Yeah, absolutely. Do it. Do we need anything else? We had the enjoyment card out of this deck last night. I decided to pull one out before I went to sleep. Enjoyment. Where is it? Here. Striving and pushing makes life into endless hard work. The more you're inviting love to take over, the more enjoyment comes. Allow me to enjoy this life, dear Lord. Just lighten up. Oh, I didn't get one of those out. I need to lighten up right now. take it all so seriously. Nikki's back. Nikki Blue, Nikki 2. You often say that, Timothy. You've got a gorgeous sunset. Stop raining here. Getting a bit brighter. Oh, my neck. I'm going to sort my neck out. That's my next thing. Hopefully that sorts out my blood pressure too. If it even is a problem. In the first place. The Spirit of Rings. I got some really good news from somebody yesterday and I can't share it in here. I don't think I can anyway. Makes me happy. Spirit of Rings, productivity and endurance. Endurance. Stick with it. Stick with it, with that balance. Balance and then within yourself, on your own unique path, balancing up your logic and information around you with your intuition and keep going down that path. It's unique to you. The priestess, illumination and knowledge. Why do I have to go through all the crap so I can teach everyone about it? The priestess, illumination and knowledge. You have to go through all the crap so you can teach people about it. Confirmation. Sometimes I feel I put too much me in my own readings. It's very difficult to do your own readings, it is. And yeah, your own readings, it's not how I do it for myself. I will, but I'm not exactly the same. I think everyone is. It's too easy to read what you want to read into them. It's like, you know what, the best ones for me, sometimes it's like the bigger card reads, especially now, because I don't think they're about me at all. And then I'll be doing like I used to think it was about me. Now I don't. Now I just do them. It's like, this is for everyone else. It's not for me. And then when I'm doing the deeper dive reads for them, I'm like, oh, this is guidance that I need to hear. Maybe it is about me after all. So that is a way that I get some guidance. Things just come to me. I don't know. It's like when I thought about getting this, when I thought about getting the deep greens, it's like the chi machine and stuff. Isn't it? Don't you think it's odd? Well, you probably don't, but that I started focusing on stuff like that a few weeks ago. I already knew. I didn't feel like something was up, but I'm like, I need to do stuff like that. Like the super greens, like the chi machine, like a neck massager. I knew, intuitively I knew that I needed to do that stuff, so, and get information about what's going on. Because this has been a godsend. This is the thing that is like, well, here's the data, there's nothing wrong with me. All of these other symptoms aren't with it. All of the heart stuff is good. God, I got this. You multitask, Timothy, do you? Oh, you have a second floor deck facing west. Enjoy about the sunrise is nice. So yeah, I'm the same, Penny. I put too much of me in my own readings, and I very rarely do readings for myself now because of it. Yeah, I tend to get my stuff through doing readings for other people. There'll be snippets. It's like, oh yeah, I needed that too. And apart from that, the other stuff, it's just what comes to me in the moment, right? It's not readings. They are really difficult to do for yourself. It's so hard not to read what you want to read into it, right? It's so hard. same for all of you guys as well. Watching my readings, you'll be doing it too. Reading into it. Like I've done that. I've done it for customers. Like I've done private readings, and they're like, what they get from it, like what they tell me afterwards, is not what I said in the reading at all. I used to have a client like that all the time. She would get so many readings from me about someone. It's like, no, it's not them. No, it's not them. Leave them. Like they're just like all of these things. But their response would always be, "When I know they're coming back next week or something," and it's like, you don't read it, do you? You don't read it. She's moved on to another reader now, and I think she's actually listening to that one. She never listened to me. But some people can even do that with a reading, not even read it, not get what's actually the words are saying, reading into it what you want to read into it. What should we get? These. These. No. This. I haven't used these for ages because they're always behind my computer though, in my new setup. Liberating love. What do we all need to know now? Demystifying the darkness. My shadow shows me where my love needs to be sent. These cards are beautiful. I'm going to have them closer to me. Get rid of the fairies. I hardly ever use fairies anyway. Off you pop. I'll get one out before I get rid of the fairies. Well, I'll put them behind the computer. What else is behind the computer? These ones. So we're demystifying the darkness, learning how to love our inner child. The one that's done wrong stuff, or we've deemed as wrong, or things that we are unique to us, and it's like, but that's wrong because no one else is like that, so I better hide that, you know. My shadow shows me where my love needs to be sent. We need to love ourselves instead of judging ourselves. I'm going to get more. And then I'll get a fairy out. Demystifying the darkness. Self-judgment and that voice of criticism that we all have inside of ourselves. It's so hard to ignore it. Balancing the brain. I can be and do all at once. Can you though? Claire, can you? I can be and do all at once. What's anyone else getting from that one? Balancing the brain. I can be and do all at once. So I guess that's a message for anyone. You know how some spiritual types can just get, I just want to be, and then they don't do anything, and then they are kind of in depression because unless you're doing stuff, you feel useless because you kind of are useless, not contributing to the whole, you know. So you can be and do at the same time, yeah. Balancing brain, I think that's what it's about that inaction. It can be debilitating, can send you in a spiral of like depression. I don't know, I'm just not like that at all, so I've never experienced it, but I've seen plenty of people do it. Balance, 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 balance. That stability, that balance. You know how I talk about it a lot, and I did in the yesterday when I was recording the energy updates for the weeklies as well. Is these extremes. I talk about that roller coaster, like it's all good, it's all crap, it's all good, it's all crap, or I don't know, what are the other ones? But if we find that balance, like money, you know, I've got money's going great. Oh no, hit rock bottom. Oh, it's great. It's hit rock bottom. We've got to find that balance within ourselves too, like that. What I said when my guide said, when I asked, okay, I want more money and increase steady income and increasing. Okay, well you need to be that yourself. I need to be steady, increasing income myself. No, you need to be steady and increasing. Okay. So I need to, if I want plenty of money back, I need to give plenty out and be steady with that. Yes, before the money will be steady with you. Okay, I get it. So I'll make a lot of videos each week and I'll do that steadily. And yes, they were true. They were right. It's true. You do that and you get steady income back. Increasing, okay, increasing. I can't do more work than this. I'm wearing myself out. Don't need to do more work. You just need to do more. You just need to do it in a bigger way. Put it out. Reach more. Okay, so work smarter. So that steadiness, that takes us from being like this to being like this. Steady within ourselves, balancing ourselves, our brain especially, because if our thoughts are like all over the place, which mine used to be, it would be like, you know, I'd have a good week, and generally the good weeks was just the universe saving my ass because I had to pay my rent, and then I'd have a good week, but I wouldn't be connecting the two. I'd be thinking, yes, I'm finally doing it right in my business, and it's like I've found that secret key and it's like, no, you haven't. No, you haven't, because then it would crash and I'd be like, oh no, I'm doing something wrong. And I just wasn't consistent at all. And while I was doing that, while I was on that roller coaster, I couldn't make any good decisions for my business because I wouldn't be consistent. I'd be up and down and up and down. Freeing ourselves from the confines of what we logically talk ourselves out of. Yeah, don't talk yourself out of stuff. Demystifying the darkness and balancing the brain. What else do we need to do? These are great cards. Just stop clicking. This shoulder is really tight, like ridiculous. Smarter, not harder, indeed. Just, yeah, and that to me, it just means, okay, you can help one person or you can help many people, but to help many people, you need to do it smarter because the universe will not let you weigh yourself out. So you can't do it in the same way. And the same way that I can help, like you guys, you're a group of, it's not that many really. I'm not going to be able to do this to take it bigger. Otherwise, it'd be overwhelming. The universe is not going to do that to me. So, you know, you just take it to the next level, next level, next level. And that's how I have to do it because I think that's how everyone has to do it. Just next level, the next goal, reaching more people, expanding, discovering happiness. I allow myself to be content exactly as I am. It's like there's enjoyment. And they're not pushing not pushing ourselves. Exactly as we are. What the fairies have to say before I put them over there. I hardly use these. They're still like really pristine. Go outside. I know, I will. I will today. I need to go and take my laundry. Time to go outside. Oh no. Tune into the powerful peace of nature. Wherever you are, I'll go for a beach walk tomorrow morning as well if it's not pouring with rain. I will. Tune into the powerful peace of nature wherever you are and feel at one with your habitat. Go outside. Now. Off you go. Okay, I'm going to get out of here. Do that pick a card read and then I am going to get outside. Thanks everyone for coming along. Check out the weekly reads that I'll put up in about 10 hours. And what else? The pick a card will be out tomorrow, probably. Don't know what I'm going to do yet for it, but that'll come to me. So thanks for coming along. Thanks for all of your donations and your presence and your support of my channel. It's very much appreciated. Have a good night or a good day, whatever it is, wherever you are. And a good weekend indeed. Have a good weekend. And I will see you guys on Monday. Bright and early. Monday morning. Try to stay alive. I'll try and stay alive. I don't think there's any question really. I would know. I would know if something was wrong. Okay, it's what have told me. So see ya. Have a good one.